Hey team, it's me, Anita. First of all, thanks again for all you're doing. And I'm here to help hone your craft to not only for us, but it will help you for all the companies you answer for. So I'm just going to do a few 5-6 minute videos. This one is going to be on answering the phone in the beginning, just introduction and a quick overview. So, in summation, just remember you're having a conversation. You should enjoy what you're doing, right? And you're going to find that the caller will be more relaxed too and give you the information. You're not going to have pull teeth and say, well, they wouldn't give me their name and all these other things. I've never had an issue with that. If I do, they were jerks and I didn't want to work with them anyway. I've had maybe a handful in 14 years. So, with that said, just go, get your game face on. Hey, it's gonna be a great day. Really, you have to start within your heart because what's in your heart is gonna come out in your voice. So I just really remember to be appreciative, even if I'm tired and don't want to do a certain task that day. I just put my game face on. So, and I start with prayer too. I ask God to help me. Not all the time, but I just figure he's in me anyway. But with this said, hi, I just start with, hello, this is Kissy Inspections. How can I help you? And the person will go, I would need an inspection. And sometimes they will or won't give you their name. So you just simply ask their name. Oh, well, who am I talking to? My name is Lorenzo. And how'd you hear about us, by the way? Oh, I heard about you on Google, or my realtor referred you. Oh, your agent did. Well, who is that? And then they give their name and just act, like you even know them. And so it's just a warm, welcoming conversation. And then just go, congratulations on getting a contract. It's a tough market out there. They're like, yes. And so when somebody thanks you and is in your court, you feel like they're in their court, you're going to give more information, right? It's going to be a more pleasurable conversation. So that's the same with this. So then the next thing you know, okay, do you have the property address? So you get the property address while you're talking, you're typing it in and on Google or whatever browser. And usually I use Zillow. For the property itself, it gives the most accurate information. So then you're not asking them the questions, you're confirming what the property says. So, oh, I see this is 125 Daisy Lane in Little Elm, Texas. It says it's 2,600 square feet. Is that right? Oh, yes. Oh, it's cute. And, if you want to make a little conversation. And then I just get to the point to just, oh, I see it. This is the year 2007. Is that correct? Oh, yes, that's it. And then it's on a slab and, oh, there's no pool. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to go through the process really quick. It'll probably answer a lot of your questions. And so if you'll just give me a minute and then people are like, oh, okay, no problem. So I just say, just so you know, the inspector looks at everything from roof to foundation and in between. They do whatever they can to get on the roof with humanly possible. After that, we can't control the weather, obviously. And then I say, we look on the outside, so at the grading and drainage, structure of the home, foundation, inside, get in the attic and look at the mechanicals. So the HVAC unit, water heater, electrical panel, windows, plugs, appliances. So literally, they're all over the home. They'll turn everything on. They're seeing how it's performed. They take a lot of pictures, a lot of documentation. And we also include the termite inspection with the home inspection. And I'm saying that if it's more than a year old. And then also the lawn sprinklers. Okay, and then I tell them we handle the access for you. You don't have to do any of that. We have a 30-minute review on site with the inspector. You can meet them, and they'll go over the pictures, the information with you, break it down in layman's terms, and then you'll get the report by the end of the day. And they usually are going, oh, okay, it's answering a lot of their questions. Even if they've had inspections before in life, I don't ever assume that. This is how we do it here. So again, we are being the experts. We're like a tour guide. That's how I think of it. I'm taking them on a tour. And then they go, what's your availability? I need to have it done. Well, okay, sir, we can help you. My first available is actually tomorrow, 8 to 12, with 11:30 review. Does that work for you? Oh, yes. Well, I have to, yes, that'll work. Or if they say, well, I have to check with my agent. Okay, well, you let us know what works for you, and then we're going to get with your agent. A lot of times they'll make it happen for you. It's about you. So again, I'm making the client the most important. They are paying us. They're paying their agent, right? So so say they take that particular appointment, and then okay, I'm going to go over the rest of the process with you. But as far as, so you're going to get an email. The next step is you're going to get an email confirming the appointment. And in it is an inspection agreement link. Just need you to DocuSign that for for our insurance. And then there is a secure payment link in the email as well, so you can pay online. And most people are really happy to hear that, no problem. And then also we're going to set up the access. We're going to set the appointment with the sellers. You do not have to worry about any of that. And then they're like, oh, and I tell them we have a key to get in, so we'll handle it. And your agent will also get an email. So everyone's on the same page. And of course, they're welcome to come. And then you will meet the inspector at the end. And people are pretty good with that. It's like a top 5-minute conversation. And I've already have them booked. Now, if they're asking questions in between all that, then that gets a little lengthier. But that is the gist of the conversation. Now, and I'll just go over with if a client, or excuse me, an agent is calling on behalf of their client, and that's great. So first of all, when they call and they say, you ask them, you're looking up, or if they're an agent or a client, you can ask them. But especially if they say, I am realtor so-and-so from this and this agency, even if you have no clue who they are, you just say, oh, thank you for calling. We so appreciate you. Just thank them and pretend you know them. And in the meantime, you could be looking up their name if they're in the system. Now, I handle a lot of inner agents, and I know their names, and probably some of you know them by now too. But for sure, we're going to tell them, thank you for calling, right? So with that said, with any agent, just make sure you thank them for calling in their trust. So, and then some of them, you can tell, I always tell them from the beginning, we'll call your client for you. You have enough to do. We'll keep you in the loop. That way we can answer their questions, and we're not just a number to them. We're actually, a person, and we're here for them. And some of them some of them will let go of the reins, but and they'll give you the information. Okay, no problem. Yeah, thanks. And I always tell them, we do not pressure your clients. So they appreciate that. And especially when you tell them you have enough to do, let us help you take this off your plate. You can hear the sighs of relief. So now you get the controllers that they want to handhold, and they think they can find, they think their quote gathering is the best for their client. So if they're just trying to get their client a good deal and a best price, probably really not a match for us anyway, because we're not just into being a price. We're not a commodity. That's the first thing. We have to remember, we are not a commodity. We are offering people a very valuable service that will help protect their family and their greatest asset they're ever going to purchase in life. So, okay, well, that is number 1 video on answering the phone, and I hope that answered a couple questions, and that you must ask for their name. Please stop the habit of going, and the property address is, do you want to call, and I just thinking of it, when I call somewhere, do I just want to feel like I'm just the next number? No. So, and I don't think you do either. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Hope that helped.